Hey, YouTube. Well, I'm still here, and I'm still enjoying it. Being in a room. They put me on some socks. Now, let me tell you what. It was freaking 60-something degrees yesterday. Okay? Okay? I just looked outside. I don't think it's even 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We got snow flurries. Ah, yeah, sure do. You know, you can't trust anything, not even an almanac anymore. Best thing you can do is don't be counting on nothing until, heck, I used to say till after March. Now I say till about the mid part of April. You might can trust it then. But anyway, I can tell the temperature dropped. My feet are cold as ice. But anyway, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing good today. And my mind has had a lot of time to be doing some ticking, trying to figure out how I'm going to handle this situation with going back to my house and telling my brother that he can't stay there anymore. And how is this going to work out? Because I know him. He's not going to expect me to hold my word on this. Well, I'm holding my word so much to the point that I'm willing to go to law enforcement if I have to. And that's the one thing I do not want to do. This whole time, my son died. And 2 months later, this brother almost died due to a fake-ass arrest. And they almost killed him in a holding cell. And we went through an over 6-year lawsuit due to this. And I mean, he fought it all the way and he would not settle. I'm proud of him that he didn't. But it took a toll on me in a way that I can't even begin to explain to you. I saw my brother go completely insane. Every day I was wondering, am I going to turn on the news? And we're going to be the next headline. My brother's done lost his shit. And there's lots of people dead, including him. And what could I do about it? You know, a lot of people say, well, if somebody was that crazy, why didn't somebody in their family stand up and do something? Let me tell you something. A lot of times you can't stand up and do nothing. Because the situation that my brother was in, they knew it. The law enforcement knew it. They knew they had pushed him to his point. He had already been hospitalized in a psychological hospital, a psychiatric hospital, several times after this. They knew it. The lawyer that was representing him, he knew it. He knew that every day that they pushed this, and he didn't get back to my brother, that it was just pushing him a little bit more, a little bit more. But you know what? It all came back on me, just like it always has. Trying to deal with my son's death and dealing with my brother's near death at the same time, and all these years. Well, you know what? 9. This is 9 years this year. 9 is the end. You can't, I tell y'all all the time, you can't go past 9 till you got to start back over to 1. Right? 9, 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. It's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The end is the beginning. The beginning is the end. So, this is the end of this. I see that. I know that. I feel it in my spirit. And what I couldn't let go of before, I can now, because it's time to now. All this 9 and stuff is nothing but confirmation of the manifestation of what's going on. Let me, yeah, okay, you remember this? Oh, yeah, okay. And see, my brother, I don't know how he's going to react when he sees that I really mean what I'm saying, to the point that I'll go to law enforcement, and he knows how I feel about law enforcement in this town. They know how I feel about them too. So that's going to take a lot of grit for me to go to the ones that made themselves an enemy to me and me an enemy to them, and hope for some conversation that's going to protect me and my brother, because my brother's made plenty of enemies with them, as well as judges. Got one I think's mad at me right now over a misunderstanding, and he may have took out his frustration about me onto my brother. I don't know. I won't know unless I ever run into him and I can ask him. Would he tell me the truth? I don't know. Don't know. I'd ask him. See if he looked me in my eyeballs when he's talking to me. Because if he's using his misunderstanding of what some lawyer told him, that maybe I possibly told a lie without asking me about it, just in case he's watching. You've got a man that you went to school with that's related to you just like I am, living on the streets under an eviction notice, and you put him right up under my roof because I'm his sister. You put us both in a very volatile, dangerous situation, and now I've got to figure out a way to get out of it and hope that my brother is safe too. You ought to write a book. You ought to write a book, Sippy. You ought to write a book. You know, I wonder what would happen if I started taking all the legal documentation that I have, and I just started reading my legal documentation. That's the book. And then some of you others that's come in on the loop end of the tail end of it, you realize what you was messing with when you first grabbed hold of the tail of the snake. You think it's over. No, it's not. Don't ever play with snakes. No. That's silliest. That's silly to do. Don't play with snake. And when a wise snake, wise as a serpent, but they're harmless too as a dove, turns around and tells you, you know who you are too. Look, young blood, you need to back it up just a little bit, because you're going to mess around and a snapping turtle's going to come after you, and it's going to be one of them kind. When it bites into you, it ain't going to turn loose. You know, you heard of the kind. They only turn loose when it thunders and it lightens. Snapping turtle's coming after you, and it ain't never going to turn loose. Might if I snap my finger, but I doubt that. Because I might not be around when that snapping turtle comes. Like those owl eyeballs, this owl hair. Yeah, I'm talking some truth. She said, oh, we got to stop her. We got to stop her. She's opening that mouth up again, running it like she used to. It's too late. You can't stop me. The videos are already out there. Honey, they have been. All of my copies of everything is in 5 different states. They have been. Anything happens to me, all it takes is push the button here, push the button there, and I'm up all across the United States of America. Just like when y'all decided you'd put me in the National Health Data Bank when you framed me as a retaliation for my whistleblowing in the healthcare field on the oath that I took under Florence Nightingale and my prime creator, who ordained me, made me, predestined me before I ever was even thought about in this 3D dimension, before I was even formed in my mother's womb. This We're getting older, ain't we? Those of us that grew up together. Theos, those hosting Enlightenment of Spiritual Thought, 153. Wonder who's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow. You know what? It's been 2 years since I watched the Super Bowl. Probably going to have to stay here again tomorrow, the place that I'm at, so maybe I'll get to watch the Super Bowl if it comes on TV. I don't even know. Does it come on regular TV? Or do you got to have cable or something now? I don't even know, y'all. But I'd like to see parts of the Super Bowl. That's the only football game I watch. And that's just I don't know, just because I do. Like to see the halftime show so I can, think about it later, talk about it later, whatever. But, anyway, reckon who's going to win? When you're playing chess, reckon who's going to win? Everybody wants that king, that king, that king, that king. Who's your favorite chess buddy up on the chessboard? I like my knight. I don't want to lose my knight. I don't want to lose my rook. I don't want to lose my bishop. Better watch that queen. Ain't no king a king without his queen, honey. Wear your crowns. Wear your crowns and know where you got them.